Hello? If you like this answer, you don't like it at this point, but yeah, we'll not talk about it. Yeah, when we talk about is, well, changes in the console market. And I found out, you people say that the Google Stadia is in a huge failure at this point. I found out this is market success at this point. And I don't know about you guys. Is it gonna be shock and disbelief at this point? I don't know the dark secrets. So there's also, if you know the dark secret, just comment about it. If it is a dark secret or not, but don't think it is. So here it is. Well, I found out later this year. Excuse me about that. Later this year. Yeah, Sony. Yeah, you know Sony made a PlayStation of it back in the early ages. Well, they're releasing the PS5, which is a now console that if they end up to be in the team up with the Microsoft One X, it looks like. But here's the thing, man. We're not thinking in the future. Yeah, I think the Stadia, that might rival with the Sony's PlayStation 5 and Microsoft's One X and Series or 2. Xbox 2, and I'm not trying to say, which I end up predicting. And if these, I think because of that, I think the Google Stadia might knock Nintendo out of the console market. Yep, and I'm not to see that happen. Because I think the thing about is the Stadias I think do is they try to hook up with the Chromecast to download games from the internet of some sort. I think the PS5 is doing the same thing in the near future too, but I think the one focusing on virtual reality first and then streaming form second. I think the Xbox might be not much far away with thinking with the Xbox 2 or later versions of Xbox One X. The with theirs is just being more like a download platform instead of just using CDs. Yeah, this is the way it is. Or also SD cards might be going extinct from consoles as well, so this might also happen as well. Nintendo has most of the downloads from hookups from their holders and from some sort, but they still using SD cards and SD hookups and also on demand SDs prone to generate SD components of some sort. And anyway, also, yeah, with the Switch, you don't only have to hook up your thing to the TV to play as a TV game, but it be out as a touchscreen game. But then they do not have a download capabilities. In spite, they still have to do this by, you guessed it, SD components. Well, then to tell you right now, how many people still uses SD cards in some sort of these days? Well, if you say none, you're right. More people will rely to download stuff and upload it to your TV, which is I think what the Stadia is doing, but when Nintendo doesn't. Yeah, you know where that quote came from in the past. Yeah, so yeah. So I kind of think the Stadia might bring Nintendo out of the console wars because of their successes in the Stadia. But not be surprised if Nintendo might team up with Amazon. So why I say that? I found out Google was rival with Amazon with their accessories of their own. If you don't know, Amazon and Google been rivals so long. Remember, with the Amazon OS, with the Kindle, with the like a Fire OS or some sort, it's also the Amazon with their own, even with the Google's Android, with the Kindle, with their phones or tablets or some sort, because they're both making different electronics. And even an insult. Yep. And insult at this point. They also arrival in their stores. Because they end up, Google has a Google Play Store. Amazon has their known as Amazon App Store. So built for their Kindles. So then not be surprised. Because if you don't know Amazon, Amazon's like a store, online shopping store in the past. And if you type in Amazon.com on your computer, it leads to a store. You can buy stuff from that website. Well, Google was a website for a long time. So, and also Google has habits of knocked electronics out of markets. Seeing it all the way was two of the Microsoft things, with the Microsoft phone, Windows phone, and also Gmail knocked out Hotmail. And then not be surprised that not knocked out the Mac out of the computer wars, and then would be team up with the Chromebooks against Microsoft Windows. So yeah, so not be surprised if Google Stadia might knock down Nintendo out of the console wars, unless Nintendo might team up with Amazon with their Fire Sticks. Yeah, Amazon's variant of the Chromecast, or really known as Fire Sticks, which don't know where it is. The Fire Sticks is like the stream download services from Amazon. You heard that before. Yep, the Google with the Chromecast. So yeah, the Chromecast is the same thing as the Fire Stick. To the rival up with the Google Amazon library, which has been there since I think since mid 2000s. So yeah, I'd not be surprised if Nintendo games might be smuggled in or in the black market on the Fire Sticks. At this point, to this rival with the Stadia in the future, and this is already, and also the Stadia might bring a new generation gaming, or a nice generation of consoles that are used more into streaming markets and downloadable games from your computers and internet, from your phone, to the download right onto your TV. So this is what the Stadia is doing, is to download games free from your phone and computer and sent to the TV just to play on it. If you're done playing with that, you'd have to upload off from your TV, from your phone, and download from another one from the computer, which might replace SD cards and CDs. It is usually seen from stores a lot. You see the gaming section of the stores of Walmart. They say the Meyer head or some sort, but the side of the stores. If you look at the electronic section, these are areas where I think the CDs and the consoles are right over there. That's what I was talking about. The studios might bring them gone. So after this is happening, bring out to get rid of the SD cards and CDs for your consoles, and replaces downloadable games from your internet and streaming services to make lower cost, which is kind of cool. Also, nothing they see what they're trying to do as well for Google, for streaming services, for like YouTube. This Stadia has a component. You can still stream on YouTube right off from your Stadia console. And of course, Sony's trying to do the same thing with your PS5 for via Twitch. So yeah, there's another thing why I think Nintendo might also be knocked out on the console wars because of this similar situation like that's happening. Because of this as well. I know it seems pretty rough. So the end of the way it is just on this point. The only way that I think the Nintendo might keep in with this might be with, you guessed it, is to break the Switch, get rid of the SD components and replace with so they can barely use the Wi-Fi, which would cost them up to $1 billion to $10 billion just to fix up the Switch. And that might possibly bankrupt Nintendo, so because they literally have a lot of fees. And some sort. Any worse, they have to recall a lot of Switches like that, which is more costly. So I don't think Nintendo's likely gonna do that without risking themselves first. So yeah. So they might drop out on the console market. You see what happened to Sega with Microsoft with the Xbox, so there would be no chip component in it. I think Nintendo's doing like the same thing with Amazon, just by put on the black market with smuggling like Nintendo like games like Mario, even Super Smash Bros, Metroid of some sort, put on the Fire Sticks and smuggle it into it just to rival up with the Stadia. And they think the only way to do it is to download through Fire Sticks. So yeah, so I think might be their plan to do as the place of resort. So now it's ninth generation gaming. Let's see. See, Sony gets in Microsoft with Xbox and PlayStation, which everyone knows that. Also, replacing Nintendo is Amazon against Google with their Google Stadia. If everyone knows it, Amazon might end up team up with Nintendo and they bring the games to the Fire Sticks, which is I think they might plan to do for the ninth generation gaming at this point, for sure. So yeah, might see what's going on in the ninth generation gaming. This is what might gonna happen and might see. At this point, if you're a Nintendo fan, sad to say, and Nintendo might be no more when the ninth generation comes out, because I think the Stadia is too good at this point to keep Nintendo in the gaming market with their consoles. In the end of this Switch, it might be the only last successes that they got. So at this point, I think the reason I think Nintendo got killed is in the first place is the Wii. And the Wii that they brought them held back for the successes from Xbox and PlayStation. So since the Stadia came down, I kind of think that's gonna nail the coffin for Nintendo. So sad to say, one though, the Stadia is replacing Nintendo. And that might be it. Hope you liked this video. And I am so sorry for Nintendo fans. Saying it because I know it's a heartbreak and saying this, but yeah, you had to stick the nails and butter at this point, or bread and butter, should I say. Stick to the past and think about the future. Yeah, Nintendo is no more. Yeah, and hope you like this video. See you in the next video. I'm Joshua Cahill, and I'm out of here. I'd like to like and subscribe. And see you in the next video, which is coming very, very soon. Bye, everyone.